Welcome back to Podcast and Chill, everyone. We're excited to have you here with us for another episode.
Yes, indeed. Today, we have a topic that many might find relatable and eye-opening: workaholism.
So, have you ever found yourself buried in work even when you know you should be taking a break?
Oh, definitely, Leo. There have been countless nights. How about you?
Well, I like to think I balance work and play pretty well. After all work and no play makes Leo a dull boy.
I envy your balance, Leo. I'm always chasing deadlines and thinking about the next project, even on weekends.
Yeah, that sounds intense. But today, we're here to help folks like you recognize the signs of workaholism and find a healthier balance.
Absolutely. Let's get started.
So, Gwen, let's dive into our topic for today, workaholism. Have you ever heard the term workaholic?
Yes, Leo. A workaholic is someone who is addicted to work. They often work excessively long hours, find it difficult to switch off from work, and feel guilty when they aren't working.
Wow, that sounds intense. Gwen, could you explain to our listeners exactly what a workaholic is?
Well, a workaholic is someone who works too much and cares too much about their job.
So what are some of the signs that someone might be a workaholic?
Well, one major sign is working excessively long hours. Even when they're home, they might still be checking emails or thinking about work.
I've definitely seen that. It's like they can't turn off their work brain. Any other signs we should look out for?
Another sign is feeling guilty or anxious when not working. They might feel like they're wasting time if they're not being productive.
That's rough. It must be exhausting to feel like you can never take a break.
Yes, Leo. Another sign is ignoring personal relationships and hobbies. For example, they spend less time with family and friends or stop joining their favorite activities.
I can see how that would strain relationships. Are there physical signs too?
Yes, Leo. Always being tired is common because they don't get enough rest. They might also have headaches, stomach problems, and other health issues from stress.
Wow, that's a lot to handle. Are there other mental or emotional signs?
Yes. Workaholics often find it hard to let others help because they think no one else can do the job as well as they can. They also might not enjoy their job because they're always thinking about the next task or goal.
That's interesting. It seems like being a workaholic can really affect every part of a person's life.
It does, Leo. Recognizing these signs is the first step to making a change and finding a healthier work-life balance.
If any of our listeners see these signs in themselves, it might be time to look at their work habits. Now that we know what a workaholic is, let's talk about the impact of workaholism on health. How does it affect someone's body and mind?
Well, Leo, the negative effects are big. First, being a workaholic often leads to high levels of stress. Always being stressed can cause many health problems, Leo. This includes high blood pressure, heart disease, and stomach issues. When you are always stressed, your body doesn't have time to recover. This can make your immune system weak, and you can get sick more easily.
Wow, that's a lot. And what about sleep? I've heard workaholics often struggle with getting enough rest.
Yes. Many workaholics have trouble sleeping or have poor quality sleep because they can't stop thinking about work at night. This lack of sleep can make them always tired and increase stress and other health problems.
So it's like a bad cycle then. Lack of sleep leads to more stress, which leads to more health problems.
Exactly. And it doesn't stop there. Workaholics are more likely to have anxiety and depression. The constant pressure to do well and the lack of rest can lead to burnout, which can really hurt their mental health.
It sounds like being a workaholic can really hurt a person's overall well-being.
Yes, seeing the signs early is key to stopping these health problems. It's about finding a balance that allows for both work and personal well-being.
But how can someone start creating this balance? especially if they're used to working all the time.
First, setting clear boundaries between work and personal time. For example, once your workday is over, make an effort to turn off work emails and notifications.
What about activities outside of work? How can they help with balance?
Doing hobbies and activities you enjoy is very important. This will help you recharge and stay grounded. Make time for them regularly.
Definitely. And what about spending time with family and friends? How can we make sure we're spending enough time with them?
Planning and scheduling are key, Leo. Just like you schedule work meetings, schedule time for your family and friends. Have regular family dinners, outings, or just spend quality time together. Also, communicate your boundaries with your colleagues and clients. Let them know your work hours and when you'll be unavailable.
That's a good point. What other tips do you have for maintaining a healthy work-life balance?
Another tip is to prioritize self-care. Self-care helps maintain your physical and mental health, making you more resilient to stress.
Yes, self-care is easy to neglect when you're busy with work, but it really makes a difference in how you feel and perform.
Absolutely, Leo. Also, try to be present in whatever you're doing. When you're at work, focus on work. When you're with family, focus on them. This mindfulness helps you enjoy each moment and reduces the feeling of being overwhelmed. Yes, and remember, achieving work-life balance is an ongoing process.
Addicted, meaning unable to stop doing something harmful. Example, he is addicted to playing video games and spends hours every day in front of the computer. Excessively, meaning too much, more than normal or needed. Example, she talks excessively about her favorite TV show, even when others are not interested. Guilty, meaning feeling bad because you have done something wrong or have not done something you should have. Example, he felt guilty for forgetting his friend's birthday. Anxious, meaning feeling worried, nervous, or uneasy about something with an uncertain outcome. Example, she was anxious before her big presentation at work. Boundaries, meaning lines that show where one place ends and another starts, rules about what is okay to do. Example, it's important to set boundaries at work to ensure a good work-life balance.
What are some of the signs that someone might be a workaholic, according to the dialogue? Signs of being a workaholic include working too many hours, feeling guilty when not working, ignoring family and hobbies, being constantly tired, and having stress-related health problems. How can workaholism negatively impact a person's health and well-being? Workaholism can cause stress, sleep problems, anxiety, depression, and health issues like heart disease and weakened immunity.
Let's talk about time management tips to help us balance work and life.
Yes, Leo. Time management helps us do more in less time and have time to relax. Using a planner or digital calendar is a good start. Do you use one?
Yes, I use a digital calendar to schedule my tasks and appointments. It helps me keep track of my day and ensures I don't miss anything important.
Great. A planner helps you see your tasks and plan your time. Setting specific goals for each day is a good idea, too. At the beginning of your day, write down the top 3 tasks you need to accomplish. This helps to keep you focused and prevents you from getting overwhelmed by a long to-do list.
I like that idea. It's easy to get lost in a sea of tasks, but having a clear focus can make a big difference.
And don't forget to schedule breaks throughout your day. Taking short breaks can improve your productivity and prevent burnout.
So, how do you approach goal setting? Sometimes I make unrealistic goals. I aim too high and feel pressured to achieve them quickly. Any advice on how to set more manageable goals?
Absolutely, Leo. The first step is to break down larger goals into smaller, actionable steps. For example, if you want to write a book, start with smaller tasks. Research your topic Outline your chapters and write a few pages each day. This makes the goal easier to achieve.
Got it? And how do you stay motivated to achieve these goals?
Stay motivated by celebrating small victories. Reward yourself for completing tasks. This keeps you encouraged and focused. Also, keep a journal to track your achievements.
What about setting deadlines? How important are they?
Deadlines are important. They help keep us on track. Set realistic deadlines. Give yourself enough time for each task without feeling rushed, and be flexible if needed.
Remember to be kind to yourself. It's okay if things don't always go as planned. Adjust your goals and timelines as needed and keep moving forward.
The journey is just as important as the destination. Next, let's talk about self-care practices. It's important for managing stress.
What are some of your favorite self-care routines?
I love meditation. Just a few minutes a day can reduce stress. Do you meditate, Leo?
I've tried it, but it's hard to focus. Any tips?
Start with short sessions, 5-10 minutes. Use a quiet space and focus on breathing. Guided meditations can help.
I'll try that. What about exercise?
Exercise is great for self-care. It boosts mood and energy. Even a simple walk helps.
And it can be hard for workaholics to ask for help, but it's necessary.
True, but asking for help shows strength. It's the first step toward improvement. Don't try to manage everything alone. Friends, family, and professionals can help.
Planner, meaning a tool or book used to organize tasks, appointments, and schedules. Example, I write my daily tasks in a planner to stay organized. Schedule, meaning to arrange or plan events to take place at a particular time. Example, I schedule my meetings for the morning, so I have time for other work in the afternoon. Accomplish, meaning to complete or achieve something successfully. Example, she was able to accomplish all her goals for the week. Motivated, meaning having a strong reason to do something or to achieve something. Example, he is motivated to finish his project because he wants to impress his boss. Self-care, meaning activities and practices that individuals do to maintain their health and well-being. Example, regular self-care like exercise and meditation helps reduce stress.
What are some tips Gwen gives for setting and achieving manageable goals? Gwen suggests breaking big goals into smaller tasks, like writing a book by researching, outlining, and writing a few pages daily. This makes goals easier to reach. Why does Gwen emphasize the importance of taking breaks and setting deadlines? Taking breaks boosts productivity and prevents burnout. Setting deadlines helps you stay on track and work at a steady pace.
Well, Gwen, I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
Absolutely, Leo. It's been an insightful conversation. I hope our listeners have found it helpful and can apply some of the tips we've shared to their own lives.
Remember, it's all about balance. We all deserve to live healthy, balanced lives. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments section and share this podcast with your friends. We love hearing from you and learning how these discussions impact your lives.
And be sure to check out the free PDF in the video description for a summary of today's episode and additional resources.
Until next time, take care of yourselves and strive for that perfect balance. Wishing you all a great day.
Goodbye, and see you next time on Podcast and Chill.